Top 5 musicians who hated Bono. Bono, the frontman of the acclaimed Irish rock band U2 and a dedicated human rights advocate, has played a pivotal role in the band's success through his poignant songwriting, which touches on themes such as love, hope, and social justice, issues close to his heart. His powerful voice ranges from the experimental tones in Drowning Man to the more straightforward delivery in I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For. U2 rose to prominence in the 1980s, particularly due to events like Live Aid, amassing a dedicated fan base. Many bands from the 80s and 2000s cite U2 as a significant influence. Although their music originated in post-punk, it has evolved while maintaining anthemic qualities characterized by Bono's expressive singing and the Edge's signature effects-laden guitar work. Their breakthrough album, The Joshua Tree, propelled them to global stardom, which Bono has leveraged to raise awareness about critical global issues like poverty and AIDS. Despite Bono's status as an iconic musician, he remains a target of criticism. How did Bono, the iconic lead singer of U2, one of the most successful alternative rock bands, end up being such a target for disdain? Here are 5 musicians who hated Bono the most. Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy Osbourne has been openly critical of Bono, primarily due to what he perceives as Bono's self-righteousness and his decision to give away a U2 album for free on iTunes. Osbourne viewed this action as detrimental to the music industry and questioned its sincerity, given Bono's activist persona. He has accused Bono of building his reputation by discussing starving people in Africa while believing he fails to make a substantial impact. Osbourne articulated his feelings, saying, "Bono pisses me off. He's built his name by working with and talking about starving people in Africa. I don't like what he does, it's phony." George Harrison. George Harrison, the former guitarist of the Beatles, was vocal in his disdain for the increasing egoism in modern music. By 1997, with the release of U2's album Pop and its accompanying tour, U2 faced criticism amid a decline in popularity, which likely included Harrison's remarks. He specifically pointed out Bono and U2's egocentricity, stating, "The more you jump around and the bigger your hat is, the more people listen to your music. It's all about selling and making money, not talent." He contrasted U2's approach with the legacy of the Beatles, suggesting that unlike them, U2 and the Spice Girls would not stand the test of time. Roger Waters. Roger Waters has held a long-standing animosity towards Bono. Despite U2's immense success, Bono and his band often attract criticism from various quarters. Waters took issue with Bono's tribute to the victims of the October 7th attack during a U2 concert in Las Vegas, labeling it disgusting and referring to Bono as an enormous shit. Waters' anger intensified after U2 altered a lyric in one of their songs to reference the attack. "Early morning, October 7th, the sun is rising in the desert sky, stars of David, they took your life but they could not take your pride." He remains furious, suggesting that someone should pick Bono up by his ankles and shake him until he stops being an enormous shit. Henry Rollins. Henry Rollins' sharp critique of people he once looked up to highlights his strong intolerance for those who he feels don't align with his worldview, particularly Bono, whom he has openly wished ill upon. One of his strong dislike for U2's lead singer, Bono. Rollins openly expressed his feelings by saying, "I would like to see his life shortened." During a 2001 appearance on The Howard Stern Show, when asked about rumors of Bono bothering him, Rollins unequivocally stated, "I would like to see his life shortened." Ian McCulloch. Ian McCulloch, the frontman of Echo and the Bunnymen, rose to fame with their single Rescue in 1980, which became their first charting song. The band's musical talent, charm, and distinctive melody struck a chord with the public. Suddenly, they were a rising group that garnered attention, and Bono saw their music as a challenge for U2 to improve. Bono acknowledged that Echo and the Bunnymen raised the bar for U2. However, McCulloch has been consistently critical of U2, famously labeling their music for plumbers and bricklayers. He has not shied away from disparaging Bono and U2 in interviews, even advising Chris Martin to steer clear of him, calling their sound lacking in depth. Do you think Bono deserves the criticism he receives, or is it simply a result of his massive success and activism? Share your thoughts in the comments below.